Hi everybody, Colin from the Bike Dads, and today we're taking a look at the Lahyla Drew. It's a 26x24 mullet configured full suspension bike for those hard charging 9 to 12 year olds. The Drew is priced at 4,199 Canadian dollars. It weighs 29 pounds on our scale with composite pedals. The fit range is between 135 and 156 centimeters for rider height. It has a very thoughtful geometry. Its kinematics are fantastic and it uses quality parts. Let's dig into it. The carbon frame provides 130 millimeters of rearward travel. It uses a Manitou shock, which has compression adjustments as well as rebound. Now, this is probably some of the best kinematics we've seen for kids' suspension performance. Essentially, it's over leveraged. We've seen a few other bike manufacturers do this, and they do a really good job of it. So that rear suspension really moves under the light weight of the kids. It offers a supple suspension, which is hard to find for kids' rear suspension. This allows you to run tire pressure a little harder than you would typically run because you don't have to rely on tire pressure for that small bump dampening. It really is a fantastic package. And that 4-bar system is proven. It offers great descending capabilities with the kinematics they've dialed in, but it's also a supportive platform for climbing. So if your kiddo's into like technical climbing, this offers a lot of traction, right? It's moving up and down within its initial part of the stroke to get up and over roots, etc. And if you're looking to climb those fire roads, the compression lever's there if you want to lock it out almost totally and just hammer up the fire road. The seat post angle is nice and steep as well, so it puts them in a great position when climbing. They're not hanging off the back, they're perfectly centered in the bike when climbing. So how does the bike perform for the kiddos? Well, as mentioned, the suspension's fantastic and the bike's very stable. When I watch my son ride it, you can tell it's a stable bike. He feels confident going fast and downhill. And I attribute this to the geometry a lot. It's that 64.5 degree head angle, that 405 millimeter reach. It also has a low bottom bracket, so it's a very stable bike. Yet at that same time, he's able to maneuver the bike quite well, and I attribute this to that smaller rear wheel. So that 24-inch rear wheel, it allows him to corner better. You can tell he's just more comfortable turning into both bermed or unbanked corners. And when he does go up and over obstacles, I can tell he just is more comfortable because he has clearance. He's not worried about that rear tire coming and buzzing in the butt. It's just a far more playful bike than something that would have 26-inch wheels, both front and back. And I know it can be tempting to get kids on the biggest possible wheel size, and there are benefits to that, right? Their rollover is better, they usually can carry speed a bit better, but you know, you can't let maneuverability suffer, and that's what the Drew does here. It splits that difference. Basically, party in the back, business up front for the kiddos. Now, another specific call out on the design of the bike is the low bottom bracket. So this has quite the bottom bracket drop, and we've come to really like this. You compare that with very short cranks, and that's what they've done here. We see 140 millimeter cranks on the Drew. That allows the rider to be more in the bike, and you can actually squish shorter kids onto the bike usually. Not to mention the ergonomics are just better with shorter cranks, right? Their feet aren't as splayed apart. And these are also narrow Q factor cranks, so the distance between the pedals is also narrow. Just an all-around great package for kids specifically. Now, some nice touches you get with the Drew is a 120 millimeter dropper post. We had no problems with my 11-year-old to operate the post, and it was almost a perfect height, that 120 mil for him. We almost had it slammed to the collar, just a little bit extra length we needed. And some nice finishing features. You get internal cable routing on the Drew. It has this nice chainstay protector to quiet down the chain slap. And you even get water bottle mounts to keep the kids hydrated on the ride. For stopping, you get the Tektro Junior brakes. These are the best Tektro brakes we've seen to date because of the lever handle. It's something more comparable to what you'd see on Shimano Dior brakes. It's got this nice swoopy bend to it. If they need to use 2 fingers, it's great for that when they're learning, but it allows for great 1-finger braking. You get a 180 millimeter rotor on the front, 160 on the back. These brakes are super reliable. We've rarely have to have bled a Tektro brake, and we've tested loads of them. Now that we've got that great lever, these are definitely some of our favorite brakes for kids. The wheel set, it's a 25 millimeter internal rim, laced to Formula hubs. It locks up the Maxxis Minions tubeless, no problem. Love the fact that they spec the Minions on this bike, but this is a very capable bike. So if you had a less aggressive kid or you wanted to build this out for XC, you'd probably maybe want something with a little more rolling, better rolling resistance. But these Minions for your bike park kid or your enduro kid or aggressive trail riding kid, just awesome. The drivetrain uses SRAM NX, an 11-speed system. It's a 11 to 42 tooth cassette, and that is plenty for a 24-inch rear diameter wheel. You've got plenty of gearing with that lower diameter wheel. The gain ratio is something similar to what you'd see in, let's say, a 29er wheel with a 50 tooth rear cog on the back. So great job there. We might, after the derailleur had its day, upgrade to a GX just for a little bit of crispier shifting, but this does the job just fine. The Drew uses 140 millimeter 26-inch Manitou Machete Expert Edition, so it has adjustable air volume, rebound, and compression, so you can really dial in for the weight of your kiddo or the riding style. It's a very nice fork, especially the first 2/3 of the fork. It's very supple. However, if your kid's lighter or less aggressive, they may have a hard time getting full use of that full 140 millimeters. That last third of the stroke can be hard for the lightweight kiddos. But for your bike park kid, your enduro kid, no problems. So when we started this channel 12 years ago or so, we had no idea this is what to come. Full suspension carbon bikes with kids kinematics. We could only dream. And now it's here. This bike, it's fantastic. It's lightweight at 29 pounds. You know, kids are gonna have fun if they're riding single track or if they're riding in the bike park. It's a robust package. It's just a great bike. And if you're looking for something premium for your kids to progress and have a great time on the bike, have a look at the Drew Mullet. For more information on the Drew 24x26, have a look at our website, www.thebikedads.com, and we hope to see you on the trails.